Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Lions 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
31. 24. 26.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And now it's third down. You look at this Arizona defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
By 31. 59.
Watson. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On the end around, here comes Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
54! 55! 59!
Watson on third down. That is caught, powering his way forward. He's still on his feet. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. First and 10. Pearson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Lions defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Looking to throw on second down. Pearson. And he will find his man on the outside. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Returnable for Thomas.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
To throw is Watson.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Then going. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Now Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 23, here's a second down and 9.
Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. In motion right is Evans. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. He's got room past the 30.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson changing the play. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And a short gain down to about the 33. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, 54! Hey, 55! 54 is down, he's coming.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He gets away from one, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baker, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Pearson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Pearson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Pearson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 20. to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Pearson eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Alert!
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Pearson targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Hands it off out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Baker.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 25-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. St. Brown motioning left. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, 31. Hey, 24. 36.
Here's Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And Freeman lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now it's Watson. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not where you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Brown goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion left comes Brown. To throw on 2nd down. Pearson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Pearson.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pearson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Brown goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there And now fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Thomas. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Hey, 31!
Here's Watson now on second down.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs. Down to about the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
In motion goes the tight end.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Pearson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Up the middle they go. Baker.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6 coming up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Back to throw. Pearson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Baker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. And the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Arizona, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.